Good afternoon, everyone. So I am exploring transitions in work. The first thing I want to cover is the counselor's role. The counselor's role is helping clients make transitions of career identity as the one of advocate and cheerleader. The counselor will encourage the client be on their side as they chart their future. The counselor should also offer impartial words about the future, letting them know about research they have completed for the client in lieu of amount of education a position may require, as the client may need a plan of action to cover themselves as they pursue their new career. So the counselor is going to be an exploratory guide running assessments to help with insights into that person's abilities and interests. We're going to investigate the client's leisure needs and see how they can meet just their needs as a human being through career and work and the absence of that. And so what we're going to be doing is clarifying the roles that they'll play and the needs that they'll be fulfilling. The two concepts that I'm exploring are economic and financial stability. I want to understand what the jobs are available that can fill the financial needs of a person, and understanding what those needs are so they can make a life plan to pursue their goals. I also want to explore career identity, understanding the balance of abilities and skills and inclinations, and how I can fit into the world of work. So the career needs for young adults and established adults are a little different, but mostly on the same lines. Young adults are transitioning from home to the world of work. So they have concerns like housing. How are they going to keep a roof over their head when they're just leaving the nest and they don't have the support of their parents? Another thing that they'll have to figure out is social skills, how to come to a job interview and be mature and have the abilities to conduct themselves professionally in an environment and develop that career identity as a person. They're going to need to know about business and how business works, and building a network within other people. And like I said, developing that career identity, who they are in work, how to present themselves professionally, and how to really be the person that can pull them through their life in a good way. And transitioning adults, people transitioning from one career to the other, like myself, you need to really understand the needs of that person. What are their primary goals? Like, have they nailed those down? Are they still figuring them out? You look into the skills the person has already developed. What are their inclinations and what have they tried? What are they interested in? Maybe they're rediscovering themselves and they find a hidden passion that they've had for years and they're just now exploring. And there are transitional needs in the workplace for young adults and adults in transition. There is the continual support for housing that young adults need. Like, housing has gotten ridiculous. I don't know how people are going to be able to make it meet. They're going to be living with roommates. We'll explore those needs with the client and make sure we can tailor our approach to what they need. Inflation is ridiculous, and so we need to see about living supports for these people. Maybe they'll need to work multiple jobs. Maybe there's a networking opportunity that they haven't explored. We can talk to them about people that they know and jobs that they're interested in. Maybe they can learn about unions or other workplace supports. Maybe they could look into being skilled labor and getting a job that supports them in that way. Maybe there's educational opportunities that they might need to look at and explore their career needs by going back to school and getting a degree in something that might help them. And adults may also need education, so they may need to go back to school like I did. Like, I had my career for 20 years as a party artist, and now I'm having to go back to learn about counseling and how to support myself in this way. And learning how to network. Adults may need to have some support in learning how to access their contacts for different jobs or things that they may need to go and get a job through someone they know. And that's like the best way to get a job, as far as I know, is talking to people and developing those relationships. One way to meet new people that may be out of your network is to attend a convention. So to find that interest and to go to a convention and say, I'm new in this field, what are my options? That is something I like to do when I'm working at conventions, is to talk to people and find out more about their jobs. And you can learn so much about a job through the convention of that profession. You can have your family's support in that time and look through any opportunities in your family, and coming to counseling is a great way to keep going when you're transitioning in the workplace as an adult. Some interventions for young adults and established adults is to look into cost savings for young adults. They can look into maybe sharing a room. How can they cut down their costs? Maybe combining bills with somebody at Costco, having a budget, doing Rocket Money or an app on their phone that might help them to understand where their money is going and to develop a real financial plan. Doing some assessments is a great intervention to see where they stand and what their interests are, and to see how we can tap into those and get into their preferred career that they will really flourish in. And again, with networking, it just goes to say that you really need to understand the people around you and talk to them and develop those relationships and try to build bridges with others, and that can get you started in a career that will really benefit you. Established adults, if they're having trouble, some interventions we might have are going to social programs, seeing what things are out there in the government to support people who are transitioning in their lives. You can look into their family, like what family support is available, what friends do you have, if they need continuing education, if they're going to go back to school, what are some interventions we can do. Multicultural considerations for career counseling. There are individuals with disabilities that we can see what supports are available for them, and see maybe we can start a group or an intervention in that way, that we can, if we have enough of that of a client with a similarity to another client, maybe we can start a group and get them talking to each other and develop that network for them. We can look into opportunities for English language learners in Arizona. There is a lot of ESL and people who speak Spanish, and we can see what supports are available to connect the Spanish-speaking community. I know there's Chicanos por la Causa, and we can reach out to them and see if there's any opportunities that they might have available for our client. And we need to have sensitivity on the part of the counselor in order to facilitate what this person's needs are and how we can meet them where they are. Some resources that I'd like to share for job seekers are the Chandler Chamber of Commerce, if they're local to me. They have a lot of resources on their website that we can peruse together with our client and see what sort of things they might need. We can go again to ONET and there's a lot of good assessments on there that are research based, and we can see about salary information on Indeed and Glassdoor and other options that are available to them. We can go through temp agencies, and maybe a person who's indecisive on a career can maybe try on a couple of jobs and see if anything fits. There's also OfferUp. It's a place for jobs. When you go on your phone and you are searching for items and you're saving money and you're doing your cost savings plan, OfferUp also has jobs available. So you can go in there and see what might be of interest to you. And I'd like to thank you so much for watching my presentation. Have a great day.